What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Also hit a like if you do like this video, and comment other video suggestions that you think I should do. So Major League Baseball has been in a lockout for the past 2 months, and it really hasn't been looking good. Up until now, the players and owners have not come to any sort of agreement on anything. We have one side on the players, they're looking for some things, and then the owners, they're looking for other things. And Robert Manfred did have a meeting, and we're going to go over that here in a little bit. Let's just talk about the fool that is Rob Manfred. He's really put the game of baseball down in the gutter recently. He has not been doing a good job keeping this sport relevant, as he's made a bunch of changes that really have not been good for the sport. He made the ghost runner on second base rule. He also instituted the 3-batter minimum rule for pitchers, which is another dumb rule in that. And another just awful move that he made was making the certain amount of mound visits you have per game. These are all things that Robert Manfred has done that have really just diminished the game. He's trying to make the game quicker, but it really hasn't worked out. Since the 1st of December, the two sides, the players' union and the owners, have really been far apart on making a deal so we can come together and play a season in 2022. But like I said, Robert Manfred did meet with the media to discuss everything that they've been going over and to break some news to us, so I'll be getting that to you right now. Robert Manfred really went all out during this interview, saying that he is optimistic that the season will start on time, as well as spring training, which is insane to say because we're only a week away from pitchers and catchers reporting. So I don't know how he thinks that's going to happen, but that's what he said, and I hope he's right. On the other hand, this could be a way to manipulate everyone into thinking that they're doing the right thing to make the owners look good. So this is like a negotiating tactic to make it look like they're optimistic and the ones that are holding back are the players. Or maybe he's telling the truth for once and he really is optimistic. Who knows? But if he is lying and he's doing this to make the players look bad, we're not going to see the end of this lockout. They're going to continue to fight, and they're going to continue to not negotiate, and they're just not going to make up anytime soon if this is the case. Like I said, Manfred did say that the season would start on time, so they are meeting this Saturday, tomorrow, and many are saying that this could be the end of the lockout. So we'll just have to wait and see for tomorrow what happens, what breaking news happens. We're going to see something. The players and owners have only met 4 times, and one of those times it only lasted 7 minutes. So to go as far as to say that he's positive the season will start on time is really just boggles my mind. The latest proposal from the owners to bring in a mediator to help these two sides come to an agreement was denied by the players, and this just led to even more fighting. So, like I said, I don't see this ending anytime soon. With Manfred's meeting today, he did tell us some important news, and that is that the DH is coming to the National League, so there will be a universal DH in 2022. That is one thing that they did agree upon. Another thing that they did agree upon is the draft lottery, which is basically just a lottery for the draft. As you know, NBA does it. I don't know if they'll do it with ping pong balls. We'll see. They'll work out the kinks, but as of right now, we know that there will be a draft wall lottery. And the last thing that we know they did agree upon is the qualifying offers will drop the draft picks. You will no longer lose a draft pick if you sign someone with a qualifying offer. So those are 3 rules that they have changed, that they have actually made agreements on, but there's also still a lot to be done. Even though these 3 changes might not seem impactful now, they are really, really important. For example, the designated hitter in the National League saves a bunch of pitchers, because the pitchers had a hit last year, and let's just say they were awful. They hit like 100 in like a couple thousand at-bats. They were awful. And on top of that, pitchers get hurt from hitting sometimes, and you don't want that. So it's just all around not a good thing to have pitchers hit. So being that the designated hitter is now in the National League opens up a lot more jobs for people like Nelson Cruz and Jorge Soler. And, the draft lottery also stops tanking. Now teams are not going to be wanting to tank so they can get that number one pick. Now it's a lottery, so it's a crapshoot from there. And with the change of the qualifying offer, this now allows the players to get offers from many other teams, because now the teams don't have to worry about losing a draft pick. These 3 changes should improve the game a whole bunch, as now there won't be as much tanking and there will be much more players signed in free agency. It'll be better for the players, and it'll be better for the people watching to see their teams not have to tank every single season to get good draft picks. Like I said before, the two sides do still have to agree with some things, like the age pendant free agency, which is really screwing the players over right now. But if they do enforce this rule, the players will be going to free agency much more often, I would like to say, but that's not really the word. Basically, to put it easily, they're saying that at a certain age the player will become a free agent and they can't go into free agency in their later years, so it won't screw the players over anymore. For example, if a guy comes to the major leagues at 27 and then he has to wait 6 years, he becomes a free agent at 33. He's missing the bag for the majority of his prime, so they're trying to limit that. So instead of him becoming a free agent at 33, they'll probably have him become a free agent like 31, I would say. So they're trying to work out those kinks, and they can't seem to come to an agreement on that. So that's why the lockout is still in effect. But they are meeting Tuesday, so we'll see what happens then. Maybe they'll discuss that. Who knows? Another example of this is a player getting drafted out of college. Say he's 22. He will be in the minors for about 4 years, let's say, and then he'll come up at like 26 and then miss really the majority of his prime to get the bag, really. So they're trying to fix this and work out the kinks with that. Another main focal point that is coming with the lockout is the minimum salary that players would get in the majors. So right now it's about $570, and the players union wants to bring it up to $775, and the owners are only willing to go up to $615, and so they're very far apart. So they need to find a way to come to an agreement fast on that. These are some of the main things that they still need to come to an agreement on. Will they do it? We don't know. They say that there will not be a delay. So Saturday, they seem to be trying to get on the right track. So Saturday is the day we will see what happens. Will the lockout finally be over? We will find out. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. See ya.